Hi everyone, coming on to do a quick tutorial for Joe's Crafty Pad. Now I've done the basic, so we're just decorating, and I will just show you what I did, because it's really simple up to now. Took a post-it notes and I got a bit of card the same size, dimensional wise, and I've just left a tiny fraction extra at the bottom so that it's easy enough to flip through them. Then I tucked in behind, if I just pull these up, I've done it on the inside so the back's nice and flat and pretty. What you can do is, if you want to reuse this, is put a bit of double-sided tape down. I've got quite thick tape, and then that means that you can peel these on and off and just use that cover until it becomes too tatty. And they just slot in there nicely. The paper is from the, whoops, that's alright, it's just my medication reminder. Geneki, come on, Genek Brinkman Silenti Studio Light. And if I put the code there, you might be able to get it better. But it's available from Joe's Crafty Pad. I love the papers, so pretty, and sorry that we've got horrible orange post-it notes, but they were all I had handy. I've actually got, I just took some off the pad, just so that you get the idea of what to do. And all I did was I cut a strip that I knew was long enough, the same width as my post-it notes. And then what I did was I stuck it down, put my post-it notes in, and then I folded it over and then creased it so that I wasn't having a problem with the hinge area. And then once I knew that it was the right length, I trimmed it off. And then I've just added a little bit of lace at the bottom just for decoration and to hide the tiny little bit of orange that shows through, and it's just pretty. So I'm just going to go on and decorate, and I'm just going to crease it a wee bit more just so that it stays down like that. Now I have die cut the word love from the Sweet Dixie die, which is also available from Joe, and I'm going to put that across. Okay, now let me see what else I've got. I am going to add some of those little pink flowers. Now let me see, because I don't want, they're actually quite large. I think I might only add one flower actually, and maybe just add some bling. So maybe just add that up there at the love, or down there at the wee cup, or let me see. I think I'm going to add it up there. Right, so let's see what we're doing here now. Turn that over and we'll get a wee bit of glue on it. Just a little bit here and there. As I said, these are just super fast projects. Handy if you have got a workmate or just a reminding for a colleague or something. Right, so I'm just going to place that on, and I want it to fit, because if I put it a certain direction it would overhang. That was a bit of a strange word. Overhanged a little bit. Right, so I'm just making sure that's put down properly. And because it's the same, it's tone on tone, it's just ever so subtle. Really pretty. Then I'm just going to add this up there. Like that. That's a daisy. Then, what will we do here? Oops. I think we'll add a wee bit of sparkle to the word love. Right, so let me see what I've got. Excuse me. Right, I've got one Castell. I'm not sure if I've got much left in them. I know I've got a pink Sakura. Not sure what's left in that. And I've got a bright pink one, but I think that's going to be a bit too garish. Oops, I don't want that. There's my little pink Sakura. There we go. Right, so we'll see what we've got here and see how things go. Right. So, let's just see if I've got a wee scrap of this. Right, what I'll do is I'll just put it on here to see what I've got. Like that. Oh, too bright, that's definitely it. That might dull down actually, that one. And this is the other gel pen. Quite like that actually. If I bring them up, you can see the three. So I've got the Wink Castell at the top part up here. Then I've got that neon. Oops. I've got a neony coloured pink. Come on, behave. Focus. That's not plain blooming clear tonight. Let me see if it'll work this way. There we go. So we've got the Wink Castell at the top, we've got that neon pink colour, which actually does have a little tiny bit of sparkle. Then we've got the Wink Castell brush pen, and then I've got the Stardust in pink. I think I'm going to go with the Stardust because I think it's the most subtle. And what I'll do is I'll go around the word love, and then I'll see if I want to actually colour it in. Okay, so I'm just going to trace around it lightly. And this should give it a really nice little lift without becoming too over the top. These pens are so old, I've had them for years. Excuse the noise, I think my son is going deaf because the television is actually downstairs and it is blaring. And if I wasn't on camera I would be shouting downstairs to get it turned down. I'm just gently going around it. I think I will just be leaving it as a shadow. I don't think I'll be colouring the whole thing in because I actually quite like the shadow effect. And it just makes it pop without being over the top. Sorry for being quiet, I'm just trying to concentrate. My eyes getting a bit watery because I'm concentrating. It's still part of the Bell palsy, unfortunately. It is getting... I think I'm learning to live with it better. I don't think it is actually improving as much as I would like, but I'm learning to live with it and work things out how I can manage them. Yep, I like that. Just around this and then we're done. That part. Yeah, I like that. And what I think I'll do is I'll go over the actual word love with the Winker Styler. Okay, so I'm just gently, because I don't want hundreds. It's just my medication bell. Medication bell goes off every 10 minutes, just to remind me so that I take it. I'm just kind of dusting around it. I'm not being too overly fussed. A wee bit there, I think, and we're done. Yep. And what I'm going to do is just add a little bit up here. And I think I'll hit that with a little bit of the pink Stardust as well to tie them in together. And because I've added a bit of Winker Styler, it should bleed slightly. And I'm just literally adding it to the end of the petal. Because these type of things, it's about the detail and it's not about the actual post-it notes. It's how you present it that makes a difference. There we go. I'm just going to, that's actually my older one, I think. Yeah. So this is mostly water in this one, and I'm just going to try and bleed that down a wee bit more. That's more like it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. If I just bring that up, you can see what I mean. Focus. There we go. You can see it just adds that tiny, tiny wee bit. And there we've got the love with the shadow effect. And it's so subtle, it's not garish in the slightest. Okay. And then I think we'll just add a wee bit of bling. These were from Joe's Crafty Pad also. I got them last year. They're part of the Christmas collections. So I'm going to add one down here. Add one there. I think I'll have one over here. Oops, come on. Be nice. Two stuck together. And then one there. There we go. That's it done. Really quick, easy, small post-it note holder, and it's clear on the back so you can stamp your wishes or you can write your wee sentiment on the back, whatever suits you. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and have a wee go. Pop over to Joe's Crafty Pad. I have left the link in the description bar. There is some awesome stuff in at the moment. We've got Memento ink pads, the small dewdrop size, which are brilliant, because you can buy a lot of them. They're not going to break the bank. In fact, I've got a few here, I think, handy. That's the dewdrop size there. Oops. That's the dewdrop size, and that's the rich cocoa. Don't even think I've opened it yet. Not rich cocoa. They're fantastic. And they do mount up, so you. Wait a minute, I'll just move this over because I've got another one up there. I think this is. Well, that's rich cocoa as well. I've got two of them, but they do mount up, so they can store really, really compactly. I just love them. And there's a wide variety of colours. You can also watercolour with them. I'll just show you quickly with that. So if you have, let me see, I'll actually just take a card. In fact, no, I can use the back of my acetate here. So just put a wee bit of your ink down. I'll use my yucky one. Just pick up some of your ink and you can just colour. This obviously isn't watercolour paper, but you can watercolour with it because it's a water-based ink. So if that is something that you're interested in, definitely head over and have a wee look at them. She has got some gorgeous paper pads on as well. Some lovely dies. We've got the Sweet Dixie ones. There is some first edition ones. There's a frame die that I showed last week. Honestly, there's just so much in the store. Also, all your accessories, all your little flowers that Jo makes handmade. There's a absolute ton of handmade embellishments that Jo makes herself. Just toppers means that you can just make your card up, put a wee background on it, stick one of the sentiment, one of the toppers, and then add a sentiment, and your card done. Takes seconds. Anyway, I'll leave all the information below, and I hope you pop over and have a wee look. There is also a Facebook group for Jo's Crafty Pad, which has a lot of the community makes. The design team just send in, post all their bits and bobs on there for inspiration. Some of the members will post their makes with the things that they've created using stuff they've bought from Jo. So pop over and have a wee look, and my table's looking a bit wonky. Who knows? Anyway, bye for now.